A brand new edition of Pro Wrestling Show. Man, we talk about WWE SummerSlam, predict the outcome, all the previews, the matches, my predictions on who's going to leave out Barclays Center with gold and with victory. Plus, on Hot Topics, CM Punk is getting sued again and won't believe by who. And many more other hot topics that's prevalent during this week. In the Impact Ring Report, where why is World Champion Austin Aries and Killer Kross coexisting inside on the same fight? You won't believe it. So all new Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome again to the Pro Wrestling Show. Use the hashtag always like PSW, join in the conversation. I'm your host as always, Kent Diggs, here on this very weekend as we talk about predict the outcome for WWE SummerSlam coming your way this Sunday on pay-per-view from the Barclays Center. And we'll also do a little tidbit of NXT, their takeover show and their review, and hot topics. So let's get started with predict the outcome. Predict the outcome for SummerSlam, exclusively on the WWE Network, live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Man, oh man, we have to get to a lot this week. I mean, a lot. It's a stat card that's long hours, and these men and women worked hard for getting to that point, getting to this era. All right. So we're going to split it in half, and we'll come back later on, and we'll see how we do from there. All right. On pre-show, the Cruiserweight Championship is on the line as challenger Drew Gulak wrestles champion Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight Gold. Now, this has been brewing since last month after Gulak. It's been brewing for a long time. Gulak finally won a Cruiserweight Open to earn an opportunity, and now he gets his opportunity. He's been putting his cohorts, Brian Kendrick and forgot German Jack Gallagher, against Cedric Alexander, to Gulak himself hit the final blow. Gulak looking to prove a point, and could Gulak do as Killer Cesaro did last year at SummerSlam when he defeated Neville and won the Cruiserweight title? Could Gulak do it SummerSlam repeat? A lot of people said the Cruiserweight title has changed hands numerous times at SummerSlam. So could Gulak be the second man, or however, to leave SummerSlam with gold? Also, speaking with gold, the Raw Tag Team titles are on the line as the Revival get one more shot of redemption against the B Team. Now, this past Monday on Raw, the Revival and the B Team were involved in a triple threat tag team match for the championship, along with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Hardy and Wyatt didn't win, along with the Revival as well. But this is the Revivals at their home state of North Carolina, and they couldn't win the gold. But this time they'll be in New York. The Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are out of the equation. And could the Revival finally do the impossible and win the Raw Tag Team Gold red tag belts up for grabs? And we'll see. And my prediction would be, I'm going to say about Gulak win the Cruiserweight title. My prediction would be for the tag team situation would be the Revival, because if they didn't win it this past Monday on Raw in their home state, they're going to win New York. So, with that. Speaking of tag teams, on the SmackDown side of things, the mixed tag team match as Russo and Lana take on Sienna Vega and Andramas Cialis. Misspelled his name. But a mixed tag team match after weeks of Selena and Lana wrestling each other. Now their men are getting involved, and now Russo get involved. But you got to wonder that dark horse in the back. I mean, dark horse. I mean, what's his name? Aiden English. Aiden English caused a lot of victories over Selena. Will Aiden English do the same in this mixed tag team match and show his true colors? So I'm picking Lana, not Lana, but Sienna Vega and Miss CN to win this match due to Aiden English getting involved. All right, another tag team match as well. The SmackDown Gold that made the main card. That's shocking. The Raw tag team division didn't make the main card, but the SmackDown did. The New Day set the challenge against the Bludgeon Brothers. It's in the first rodeo, the New Day challenge for the tag team gold. Now they get an opportunity to wrestle away the titles from the Bludgeon Brothers. And New Day has the momentum, but you know, I don't know. New Day won at SummerSlam ago when they defeated the primetime players, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, to become tag team champions at SummerSlam before. Can they do it again? And I want to say Bludgeon Brothers have been on a roll since last month. They took out TVL they got reunited for a minute. So Bludgeon Brothers seems poised to keep those blue tag belts in their possession. I'll tell you that. Also, Baron Corbin, the Constable, goes one-on-one against Finn Balor after Corbin believes Finn Balor has been disrespected for weeks and weeks. Now the two finally meet again. And this time, Corbin beat the upper hand to get what he needed to get out of Finn Balor. Finn Balor would do the same when he used to Coup Raw. I'm proud Finn Balor didn't bring the demon out. That's what he should have brought the demon out. And see what the demon would have done in this match against a constable authority figure on Raw. Speaking of that, I think Finn Balor will win that one. He's going to win that match. Now, everybody, the next match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship as Carmella defends her goal against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. This has been highly anticipated for so long. Charlotte came back into the fray about late last month. She was itching to get back in the ring, and she did so. Charlotte, now Carmella, trying to put them in odds with each other to say, hey, Carmella and Becky, Charlotte was itching to come back, and not you have this spot. And Charlotte was saying, hey, you just taking over Becky Lynch's spotlight, limelight, putting rules between them. So I want to say in this match, Charlotte will win because she had to come back for a purpose, and the Evolution's coming up down the road. They need a strong champion to open that show and head to that show as the SmackDown Women's Champion. I'll be shocked if Carmella wins. Speaking of women's championships, the long anticipated feud between Ronda Rousey and Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss come to a head at SummerSlam, where this whole feud got started at Money in the Bank, where where Alexa Bliss was entering the Women's Money in the Bank match. She won the briefcase, and then later on, she comes down where it was a Raw Women's Championship match between Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, and ruined Ronda's chances of becoming Women's Champion her first try. And Alexa Bliss won the Women's Championship. Now Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey have words. Now these two will finally square off in the ring for the Raw Women's title. And best believe Alexa Bliss will lose to Ronda Rousey. I hate saying it, but I love Alexa Bliss. But it's just a matter of time because Ronda Rousey is gonna go in Evolution as the Raw Women's Champion. Best believe that. Alright. Also believe this. 8-year-long feud between Daniel Bryan and The Miz culminates at SummerSlam. Now, this whole thing got started, and even talking SmackDown did a perfect job where they did video packaging videos of these two men hate each other's guts to the core. And it all started 8 years ago when The Miz became Daniel Bryan's pro. And many WWE fans back in that day, me included, thought Daniel Bryan should already be a pro and Miz should be following his footsteps. But Miz, I understand Miz saying Miz like I've been in WWE for so long, for about 5 years before you did. And I've accomplished winning tag team gold, winning um, U.S. gold, Intercontinental gold, and you just came out of the radar. And you kind of like come out of nowhere. But all escalated, kept down when Daniel Bryan had to forced to retire, and he became G on SmackDown. And Miz was in the Continental Champion. And he felt that Daniel Bryan was pulling his power over Miz and stuff like that. And now these two men come to a head where it's all about pride, respect, and so much. Speaking of respect, we're going to have a small tribute to the Queen of Soul, Rita Franklin, about her ties to wrestling. You won't believe how she came into the wrestling forefront. But off topic, let's get back on topic. Daniel Bryan and Miz, this is personal between both men, and these two men who will point to each other who is the dominant man. Now, it's hard for me to say who's going to lead SummerSlam between these two men because both of them, their pedigree. Daniel Bryan's multiple-time champion, multiple-time world champion. He has more world titles than The Miz. He has one world title under his belt. But Miz as well showed that he can be a versatile wrestler and copying Daniel Bryan's moves, and Daniel Bryan ain't had nothing to do about it and can't even say nothing. But this time, the time is over, the talk is over, and the time to shut up or put up. And I don't know if it depends on Daniel Bryan's contract, but he hasn't re-signed yet. But if they want to say Miz is going to win this match, somehow, some way, Miz is going to win this match. We'll see how it goes this Sunday, but Miz will win. I wanted Daniel Bryan to win, but Miz is going to win. Somehow he's going to win. All right. That does it for the first half of our SummerSlam predicted outcome. When we return, we'll have more of the second half of the predicted outcome. And then up next, we'll have hot topics where we talked about what in the world going on in the CM Punk. Now, it's just getting more and more ridiculous after ridiculous every week. You won't believe what's going on in that battle. Alright, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, welcome to Burpee's gas station. How can I help you?
What's up, Slim? Can I have a massive midnight light, cool 100 light, and a pack of cigarette of that diamond guy? Better yet, don't worry about it.
What in the world did I just get myself into? Better yet, you know what? I don't need this job. I'm finna go elsewhere. Welcome back to another edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kim G. Use the hashtag PSW right up here. You won't miss a thing here on Connect TV. PSW right up here and Connect TV right up here. Right down there. Don't want to miss a thing. Join in the conversation. Subscribe to our channel. If you're new subscribers, subscribe. You get shows like the Pro Wrestling Show where we talk about wrestling news every week. Also, you get shows like The Tape, returning Thursday, August 30th. And hour where we talk about this coming up weekend, the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, the life career of Aretha Franklin. Speaking of Miss Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, we here at Connect TV offer our sincerest condolences to the Queen of Soul for her contributions to music and arts and entertainment. She has done more, and she will be dearly missed. And I mean dearly missed because Aretha Franklin paved the way for African Americans and for others to embrace yourself and stand up for what you believe in. And she done that in the civil rights era. And well done, Queen. Well done. Speaking of Aretha Franklin, on Hot Topics this week, Aretha Franklin had a ties to wrestling, and you won't believe wrestling. Stephanie McMahon and Miss McMahon paid tribute to the Queen of Soul, as Aretha Franklin, if you won't believe it, made her appearance at WrestleMania 3 in Detroit, where history was made during that day, where 93,000 plus fans jam-packed the Pontiac Silverdome in Detroit, Michigan, and it just filled up with the billing of Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant for the WWE Championship. And Aretha Franklin sung "America the Beautiful," and what an amazing feat for Aretha. And Aretha Franklin returned to the WWE 20 years later, WrestleMania 23 in Detroit, where she sung "America the Beautiful" again, and she did a phenomenal job. And then at that time, well, Miss McMahon and future President Donald Trump were embroiled in the Battle of the Billionaires. So Aretha Franklin had WWE ties, and WWE paid tribute to Aretha for showcasing her valuable musical skills. And like I said, Aretha Franklin will be dearly missed, and her music will live on for generations to come. Speaking of generations to come, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has his opponent for All In. Kenny Omega will be a part of this spectacular card at All In, and his opponent has been named. Kenny Omega will take on Pentagon Jr. one-on-one at All In. This is the match everybody been wanting to see. Pentagon Jr., who's in on Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling, who's on the road. He goes against Kenny Omega, the New Japan champion. So, WGP champion. So, it's going to be a spectacular card coming up for All In. Even Brian Cage is going to be a part of All In. He made an issue with challenge, and he's going to be the Jericho Cruise, and he wants to take on all the Bullet Club. All right. All right. Even with Pentagon Jr., him and his brother are, I told you a couple weeks ago that WWE is very interested in both of them. Both of them are playing coy on what their future might lie within 2019. Because we see the Lucha Brothers head to up north to the WWE and make some real money and make be more popular than ever before and get their exposure. So we'll see on that if the Lucha Brothers are serious about it, but they're doing well in Impact, Lucha Underground, and MLW. All right, speaking of MLW, MLW re-signed Shane Strickland to a long-term deal. So Shane Strickland is going to stay in MLW, which he deserves to stay. He's been on Lucha Underground as Kill Shot, but him being out his other persona, Shane Swerve Switch, he brings a new element and new hybrid to him as a wrestler. So he's staying in MLW. So there was a lot of talk of him going to WWE's too, but I think he's not WWE bound yet either. So, all right. All right. Dave Meltzer gets heat from WWE. Now, Dave Meltzer caused a lot of controversy this week when he tries to body shame a WWE woman superstar in the name of Peyton Royce. We don't know, we can't go to details what he said, but a lot of WWE talent and ex-WWE talent spoke out against him and saying that he doesn't know wrestling. He doesn't know the ins and outs. He do knows the ins and outs, but we don't know where he gets his information from. But WWE, all the superstars seeks to call him out. Um, even even WWE wants to know who's the snitch, who's the rat, or get for supplying Mesler's information. And they warn people, the staff, that if word comes out, then they're gonna find out. So they're trying to be keen on who giving out the information. They advise the talent to not speak to Mesler on any form necessary. Also, Triple H had his upcoming NXT teleconference, and Triple H talked about the future of NXT, staying on the network. He talked about the WWE superstars, the talent roster. He talked about what he sees in the future for WWE and Fox. Triple H laid it out about why is the NXT roster a superior roster than the WWE roster. Triple H trying to play core and play to his vices, saying, hey, we just got a good roster. So when you look at it, it is a good roster. It's just they're not being misused properly. Look at Lashley, for example. Lashley was on top for a minute, then went down against Sami Zayn, then they brought him back up. Roman Reigns, now he's back down. It's like Lashley is kind of like, hey, I'm here for just to get the notoriety and the moolah. Same way. But talking about the NXT, will it stay in WWE, or somebody pointed out you can move it to if Fox Sports 1 and keep one on NXT. We'll have two different versions of NXT span, but Triple H was like, that's a good idea. So Triple H might take him on his offer. Take him on his offer. Triple H doing things. I can't wait for him to run WWE rather than Miss McMahon. Miss McMahon's up there in age, but Miss McMahon wants to keep slow to the beat. All right, WWE manager, I would say, Maria, upset by the word diva not being used in a negative way. Well, they're in an age now that the women's revolution is being upswing with its own pay-per-view. Maria still wouldn't be known as a diva. There are a lot of divas in music, entertainment, and fashion, but WWE made it loud and clear that they want to expel the name diva and woman superstars. Maria was a diva way back in the day. Now she's with Mike Bennett, who kind of get fit back there. It's like now we don't know what the future holds for him. He's just a rookie, a jobber to me. He's not being pushed in the main event. He's not being seen on Raw. And it's kind of like I know why he's doing it. Do what you gotta do to support your family. I get it, but if they're gonna do that, he could have just went 205 Live and just started like that. He was a former TNA X-Division champion. I don't know if he makes weight or not, so we'll see on that. Well, Maria on the word diva, it's negative. It's just now everyone going through the evolution. I was hoping you was gonna go along with it too. All right, and finally, CM Punk getting sued once again, not by WWE, by his doctors and nothing like that, by a WWE doctor, by his own best friend, his former best friend, Colt Cabana. Now this stems from when CM Punk and Colt Cabana was actually sued by WWE's own Dr. Amon while CM Punk appeared on Colt's podcast, spilling out the beans and the dirt on why WWE did what they did. Now, Colt Cabana suing CM Punk for Punk promised to pay his court fees and never paid it. And Colt Cabana asking for an excessive $1 million. Man, Now, if it's proven, Coca Banner did say he got proof on the Texas and the verbal wise, we can't detect, but with a text, that'll be credible. So, if Coca Banner can prove that he kind of CM Punk didn't want to set him up and didn't pay him, then CM Punk is a despicable man. And some of the fans are turning against CM Punk, not paying the man's court fees. Court fee was like almost up to $200,000. Cole Cabana ain't making that money, and he on Ring of Honor. Now I see why it is people who be on television don't make as much money as they do. So, you see me, don't think just because I'm on TV, I make a lot of money. That ain't the case. You see right there, Coca Cabana can't afford that. So, here's what it is. We'll see how this goes. Alright, that is Hot Topics for this week. When we return, we're going to have more the second half of the predicted outcome with SummerSlam. The All New Pro Wrestling Show is here. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome to Berkeley's gas station. How can I help you?
What's up, Slim? Can I have a massive midnight light, cool 100 light, and a pack of cigarettes of that diamond guy? Better yet, don't worry about it.
What in the world did I just get myself into? Better yet, you know what? I don't need this job. I'm finna go elsewhere. Back to the Pro Wrestling Show, as always, Kendrick's here. Use the hashtag PSW right here for everyday Pro Wrestling Show. You do not want to miss it. Join in the conversation, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, like us on Facebook, on Connect TV USA. Subscribe to our Connect TV USA on this channel. It's right here on below the comment thing. Hit that click button, like us, and hit that notification every time you get a show. You might get Pro Wrestling Show, you might get Viral, you might get the tape, you might get Gaming Spotlight, you might get Game Code. They all returning this fall. You know, that's it. Subscribe. Don't want to miss a thing. Thank you for watching Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect TV. Alright, let's get to the second half of Predict the Outcome. Predict the Outcome. We're on the second half. We've done the first half. Let's get to the second half. Alright, the second half is the WWE Championship is on the line as champion AJ Styles defending against former foe, long-time foe, Samoa Joe. This whole thing got started past WWE and other promotions. We can't even say what other promotions, but you kind of know what the promotions were. Impact Wrestling. They had amazing rivalry and Impact. Now they're bringing that rivalry into WWE for the WWE title. Now, speaking on an interesting footnote, AJ Styles accomplished a huge accomplishment. He surpassed John Bradshaw Layfield's record as the longest reigning WWE champion in SmackDown history. Kudos to AJ. Congratulations, AJ Styles. Who knows? He can, if he keeps on going, how he going, he might by the time November, December come around, he might be up there with Macho Man Randy Savage, John Cena, and CM Punk being WWE champion for almost a year. So AJ Styles breaking records on SmackDown. It's good to know that AJ Styles doing it big. And He got a long task this Sunday, a long fought battle against Samoa Joe. No strangers to each other. Joe looks seeming like he is hungry and he wants the championship. And he's telling AJ, stay at home with your family and don't be the world champion. But I got a hunch that AJ Styles is going to keep that championship by any means necessary. So looking for AJ Styles to win the championship, retain the title at SummerSlam. Speaking of that, championship aspirations. Kevin Owens does. Kevin Owens wants to be Universal Champion once again. But in order to do so, Kevin Owens has to go through Braun Strowman after he's been playing mind games with Strowman and with his briefcase. Now this time, Braun Strowman could lose that briefcase by any means necessary. He can lose by count out, pinfall, or submission. So Braun Strowman had to play this safe if he's going to hold that briefcase intact and keep his Universal Championship title shot going. So I would say Braun Strowman will win this match and keep that briefcase intact, and Kevin Owens' dreams will be crushed. I hate to say it, KO. I hate to say it. Also, gold is on the line as the Intercontinental Championship is on the line as Dolph Ziggler defends against Seth Rollins. Now, Dolph Ziggler got ace in his sleeve. He got his insurance policy, Drew McIntyre. What did Seth Rollins do this past Monday? He enlisted the help of his Shield brother, the returning Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose back to counteract Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. And we'll see how he goes. Did you see Dean Ambrose? He looks kind of swole now. He looks kind of jacked. Last time we saw him, he looks like thinner now. Using games and stuff. I don't know, maybe you're feeding him, feeding him pizza and feeding him greens or feeding him something else to make him get swollen and jacked. So Dean Ambrose is going to be in Seth Rollins' corner. Now, could we see something that Dean Ambrose turn on Seth Rollins? That's why things going to happen. And Dolph Ziggler going to, I want to say Seth Rollins going to win that championship, but I don't know who else can. That's the only thing that logic. Seth Rollins win, and then Dean turns on Seth, and they feud for the Intercontinental title. That's the only obvious reason I can see. We'll find out SummerSlam. Speaking of secondary titles, Jeff Hardy gets another shot to go against Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States champion, one more time. Now, this weird alliance between Nakamura and Randy Orton attacked Jeff Hardy out of nowhere. We just found out Orton has his own little problems too with WWE, with past troubles that ex-WWE writer, MLW owner Court Ballard, kind of, spilled the beans that Randy Orton used to play hazing with folks, pulling his junk out and trying to do initiation and stuff. If that's true, Randy Orton got to be the most sickest man in wrestling today, sicker than Mr. McMahon. But speaking of on topic, Jeff Hardy will be watching his back every move he makes, because Randy Orton's going to be watching. He did so this past Tuesday on SmackDown. He was watching to see if he was going to make a move or how he was going to do it. Expect Shinsuke Nakamura to win the United States Championship, retain it, and win it. And finally, the big one, the Raw Universal Championship is online as Brock Lesnar defends against Roman Reigns. Now, Brock Lesnar has a mean streak. You get that. He's mean, nasty, and vicious. But Paul Heyman suckered you, me, and everybody else, thinking that Brock had turned his back against him and had him down. But it was all a ruse to counteract Roman Reigns. And Paul Heyman played it to a T that many fans wanted, that Roman Reigns would return on Brock Lesnar, and Heyman was going to line himself with Roman Reigns. And Heyman wanted to do so. Heyman used ultimate mind games and spoke in Samoan and spray painted Roman Reigns and literally had caught him being blind. And Roman now coming momentum SummerSlam to take the championship from Brock Lesnar, and my money's on Roman Reigns. Roman needs to do it because if Brock Lesnar win that title and remains with the title, all bets are off. That man's gonna keep that championship hostage for so long. We need a new, fresh air. We hope Roman Reigns can be that fighting champion and win at SummerSlam. We hope so. All right, that does it for the predict the outcome for SummerSlam. All right, let's go to the Impact Ring Report. Okay, the Impact Ring Report. Man, Impact Wrestling started off with World Champion Austin Aries and Killer Cross, telling why they coexisted and they want to, have Aries saying that Cross is his new insurance policy. And Ed Edwards came out trying to do the same thing, but it got beaten up by Cross again. So we don't know if he's going to get crossed or not. So we'll have to find out and see. Got to go do Killer Cross. Also, Scarlett Bordeaux debuted the Smoke Show with Fireball and KM. It looked like KM wanted to do more than Kiss. And Scarlett, blocked him and talked about why they ain't working as a tag team. And Scarlett's kind of like making rounds as being like the next Sabre. Do you think so? I know so. Also, Joe Henry making fun of Eli Drake once again. But it was funny, but made fun of Eli Drake and his cohorts, Trevor Lee and Caleb Conlon. So it's just getting funny and funnier week by week for Joe Henry. I can see him being a hell. But funny here at that. That's it. Tessa Blanchard kind of improved. Her Impact was up. At the end, I think it was up because of that street fight between LAX and the OG game. So Impact's doing real well and stuff like that. That's all I can say. All right, that does it for the Pro Wrestling Show this week. I have been Kenny Dick saying so long, and we'll see you next time here on PSW.